Celine Dion, Seth Rogen, Shania Twain. What else, Nelson? Thinking about it. We have a lot of famous people, but we're so modest.
The guy from Jeopardy?
Alex Trebek, of course.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Weeknd. Drake. Oh, wait. Nanaimo bars and butter tarts with raisins. Hey, you guys. Welcome to Fragrance Friday. And yes, I'm sporting what we call here in Canada a toque. And I am so excited because today is a fun collab with 5 other beautiful women all across the world. We have 2 more from Canada. We have 1 from the US, 1 from Iceland, and 1 from England. Yeah, no, totally. No, yeah, no, totally. Before we go any further, I am going to tell you what's on my lips because if I don't tell you, you always ask. So I have lined and filled my lips with L'Oreal Color Riche Matte in the color Matte's It 110. That is this one here. And then we have a lipstick called Sugar from Becca. It's just a deluxe size sample, which is actually like the perfect size, honestly. So there's that. And I topped it up with, of course, a Buxom lip gloss because that's just how I do it here. That's how we roll. This is in Sugar Drop. So that is what I have on my lips. You like totally don't forget your toque when you're out playing hockey. So you see me kind of in a new spot. I've got perfumes behind me. So I never film in this area, but we just got a new little ring light here. So I am testing out the ring light. And of course I have to wear my toque and my lumberjack, my Harewood dinner jacket. If anyone's from Vancouver Island, you know. As I mentioned earlier, we have 5 other beautiful women doing this collaboration. And what we've decided to do is pick a perfume per season based on where you live. So of course, I am here on the east coast of Canada, but I lived most of my life on the Okanagan Valley and Vancouver Island. From England, we have from Abi With Love. So she's amazing. And oh my gosh, first of all, I have to say all of these women I'm about to mention, they have amazing collections. Like mine is like nothing compared to theirs, but they have an amazing collection, but they're also beautiful inside and out. Next, we have from Canada in Ontario, we have Emmy's World of Fragrance, and she's beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's got some amazing niche perfumes. Actually, all of them have such great perfumes. Oh, I'm so envious. From Alberta, Canada, we have Maria Collett. And again, she has an amazing collection. She has a great variety of both niche and designer fragrances. Next from Iceland is my friend Paola Bianka. And she's got an amazing collection as well. She's so sweet. And we've got a little video coming up down the road. It might be a little bit further down the road, but we've got one coming up just between the 2 of us. And lastly, from the United States in Chicago, we have the perfume.realm. And the way she describes her perfumes and her experiences with them draw you in. Like seriously, she's got such a great way of explaining things, and her opinion is just she should write books. Let's put it that way. I love it. I will have them all linked down below so you can go check them out. We put maple syrup on everything. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fall or autumn here in Canada. Now, I'm kind of basing mine between the East Coast and the West Coast / where I grew up, which is mostly BC. So the first one I'm going to use for fall or autumn is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One Too. So this one I chose for many reasons. It reminds me of the vineyards, of wine. And I've been saying this since the day I bought it. Actually, I've got a bigger dent in this one than I did have the original, like the Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One Intense. I have a bigger dent in this one. The top notes are blackberry, red berries, pear and freesia. Mid notes are red, rose, coffee and violet. Base notes of tonka bean, patchouli, ambergris, and amber wood. This is just so pretty. I literally, the way I've described it, it's like, it reminds me of all things fall in the Okanagan Valley. But here in Nova Scotia, there's also an area in the valley that also does a lot of wine. So it kind of reminds me of home. So it's the oak barrel, it's the red wine, some currant notes, and it's just a beautiful blend. I've been wearing actually this a lot in the winter, even though I chose this to be the fall scent for where I live here in Canada. So I absolutely adore this one. Like I said, there's a bigger dent in this one than the Only One Intense. Ketchup chips and Coffee Crisp. Do you like your coffee crisp?
Yeah. The double double.
The double double. We're gonna go walking out and about in a boot. Out in a boot.
Yeah. Ask any Canadian if they want a double double. They'll be like, yeah, I can go for coffee.
Very true. Don't leave me just because I've talked about this one a lot. It's just that I chose it. I won't go into great detail with you on this one. But we have Nichonne's Ani. And I chose this one for the winter months for Canada because Canada is very cold. We live in mostly tundra. So warm and comforting. It's so, but yet it has that spice, that like little like pow. Nichonne's top notes are ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, and green notes. Mid notes are black currant, cardamom, and Turkish rose. And the base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, benzoin, cedar, patchouli, ambergris, and musk. And I'm going to tell you right now, like now that we're getting really cold here in Nova Scotia, we're talking sub-zero for a long time, I'm picking out the black currant in this. I'm actually wearing this fragrance today and it reminds me of a Ribena. If you're from, especially the UK, you know what I'm talking about, Ribena. It has like that black currant smell to it and I love it. And that's definitely coming out. And the ginger a little bit more now that I'm in the winter, but it settles down to the most beautiful vanilla. Again, I'm not going to go over this too much because you guys already know how much I love this fragrance. So that is my pick for the winter for Canada, Nichonne's Ani.
The #1 country in the world for Inukshuk's.
#1 country in the world for Inukshuk's. Second largest country in the world. We have more lakes and fresh water than anywhere else in the world combined.
Yep.
We have the biggest coastline in the world.
We have the largest lake and the largest island with a lake inside an island.
And now we hit spring. And spring in Canada is all over the place. While it's still 3 feet of snow here on the East Coast, there's beautiful cherry blossoms blossoming on Vancouver Island in February. So Scandal from Jean-Paul Gaultier. The top notes read, raspberry, tuberose, milk, jasmine, sambuc. Base notes are orange blossom. This is a beautiful, this is like what I put on when I just have somewhere to go, like just go grocery shopping or whatever. This is so light and bright and beautiful. And I think for me, the reason why I chose this one is that, you know, I just mentioned about winter. Winter's gonna be very long, very cold here in Canada. So this to me has just got that little bit of brightness of the fresh fruit and then the floral notes to remind me of those cherry blossoms starting to come out. So it kind of depends, no matter what, on West or the East Coast, it doesn't really matter. It's just, it's beautiful. It's just such a refreshing scent. And what a way to start the spring, even though here on the East Coast, it may still be snowing in May. So that is So Scandal from Jean-Paul Gaultier. We have one of the lowest population density in the entire world, and most of us are living along the border to the United States. And we're wearing a toque.
Because the rest of Canada is a cold, heartless tundra.
It is cold and it's heartless, and this is coming from a guy from Winnipeg.
It's because I'm from Winnipeg. I know.
It's because he's from Winnipeg. Okay, I cheated. Hi, my name is Cam and I cheated. I picked two fragrances. Two fragrances for the summer to represent Canada. And the reason why is I picked one where if you're near the coastline, i.e. near the ocean, the first one I'm going to talk about is definitely what I would consider a Canadian summer fragrance. And the other one I'm going to say is a Canadian summer fragrance for anyone that has lakes, that's, you know, like can't get to the ocean, that saltiness in the air. What I'm talking about is from Guerlain, their Aqua Allegoria Coconut Fizz. So I have talked about this one quite a bit. Sorry guys, there we go. Woo. There we are. So bright, trying to work this ring light. So this one I chose because it's more watery. It's got a little bit of a salty note. It reminds me of the ocean, but coconut, like young coconut, fresh coconut, and it's just delightful. So I chose this one for anyone living in Canada along the coastline of the ocean. So this one is described, top notes are coconut nectar, bergamot, mid notes of water fruit and freesia, base notes of sandalwood and tonka bean. This is just so gorgeous, and I mean, that's why I had to pick two, because technically we have such a coast, like I said before, we have a huge coastline. A lot of people live by the ocean, but for those who don't live by the ocean, and what's kind of cool too, is this is actually by a Canadian company. That's right. From Les Moitié, I have Havana Vent du Sud. So this is a Canadian company, and I was so happy to have discovered this. Okay, this for me is if you don't have the ocean, therefore it's not salty, you know, coconutty. This is sunscreen, like suntan lotion while you're at the beach. I'm from the Okanagan, so Skaha and Okanagan Lake, you know, that's where we went every weekend to get away. And it's hot, like where I'm originally from in Celsius, it can get up to 42, 44 degrees Celsius. It's hot in the summer. This just reminds me of being a child on the lake, your mom loading you up with sunscreen. Back in my day, when in the 80s, it was like SPF 4. Now I wear sunscreen where I squeeze it and it pops a sweater. Ta-da, or a toque. The top notes for this is bergamot, lemon, orange, petitgrain, solar. The mid notes are jasmine, rose, orange flower, ylang, lavender, cardamom, herbal, pink pepper, and the base notes are coconut milk, woody, amber, vanilla, heliotrope, and musk. Lake Canada, Ocean Canada. Love these. I wouldn't pair them up together, but that's why I brought both of these. So I kind of cheated. Sorry, ladies. I kind of cheated. Okay, and this one time when I was in England, I was early 20s, hanging out with all my friends, New Year's Eve at the pub in like St. Albans, and we're having fun with lots of people, and someone, like, obviously people found out I was from Canada, and they're like, oh, wait, and like 10 minutes later, they come with this guy and they're in tow up to our table, and they're like, hey, this is Tom. Do you know Tom? He's from Calgary, Canada. And Tom and I looked at each other and we're like, nice to meet you. If you guys are wondering what's on my nails as well, I will put that down below. I just don't have it with me. It's not nail polish, it is a nail wrap. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, taking the time to come and visit Canada as I see it in perfume for all different seasons. And we truly get 4 seasons, like some places more than others, but generally you get 4 seasons. So definitely give some love to the ladies below. I'm going to put all their information down below. I said hi. And as always, you guys, from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.